Hey team, it is later here. I know most of you back east are, well, I would hope, in bed, and everybody in my house is in bed, but I wanted to get this team video out to you this week. I do these videos in hopes of helping you guys to be motivated by these, to learn something hopefully, and to just propel forward and just have that much more strength to be able to do so. So that being said, if you guys have something that you are really wondering about, would like to know about with the business, or that you would ever want me to touch on, I would love to hear from you, and let me know what you would like a video on. So today, what we're going to talk about, because I've been hearing this a lot, I feel like from a lot of coaches lately, people are concerned about finding enough time to fit everything in. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and how to be intentional with your business so that it doesn't take up a lot of time. And I think that this has just been a huge pressing issue lately. It seems to come up a lot, and so I feel like it needs to be addressed. So, first things first. A lot of people, we've talked about whether or not you're a hobby coach, or if you are a discount coach, or if you are building your business. And so it's fine to be a discount coach or a hobby coach. But if you are aiming to build your business with the intentions to make a couple $100s a week or a couple of $1,000s a week, either way, you're looking to build your business. And so with that, we need to treat this business like a business. And so with that being said, I wanted to read you a little blurb from that book that I've been reading, the one that you've seen in the past few videos, that Building an Empire. It's really great. So it says, too many, almost all network marketers do not treat this like a real business. To most, it is something that they are trying out to see if maybe they can make some extra money. And this whole sense of trying out to see if is the culprit for the failure that most people attract. They quit because they never committed in the first place. If you give it 10% of your time, energy, and focus, then you can't get mad and say the business doesn't work. It works if you work it, right? So here's the thing. I was telling some coaches the other day, every excuse that I have personally made since I've started in this business, every time that I've had a low, where I've had a tough month or a tough week or a tough day, and I've made the excuses of, oh, my husband's been working overtime, so I haven't been able to focus on my business as much. Oh, well, if I just didn't have to work as much outside of the home, then I would be able to work more on my business here. Oh, if I didn't, if my kids would sleep, then I would be able to work during nap times like everybody else in the world. Oh, I have 2 young kids and they take up so much of my attention. Blah, 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 blah. We all have excuses that we come up with in our head. Oh, I don't have the time to do this. I don't have whatever. But here's the thing. Every excuse that I have come up with and made in my head for myself, there is at least one, if not many, coaches who have proven that excuse wrong, that they have been the people who have gone and done it, and they have been successful, and they have been created a huge team, and they've been financially free, all of those things. And so with that being said, anybody can do it. It's just if we put our mind to it and we stay consistent with it, right? So if you think you're making excuses, I don't have the time, my kids are young, I have a 9-to-5 job, I don't know when I'm going to do this, then think to yourself, what do you really want to get out of this business, right? What are your expectations within this business and for this business? if you want to build your business, you can do it, but you have to be consistent and you have to commit to it, right? You have to treat it like a business. It cost us, what, $140 to $200 to start this business, the cost of a challenge pack. And so with that, it's not a whole lot of investment as far as getting your skin in the game, right? If we were investing into a business thousands of dollars or multiple thousands of dollars, as you would if you opened up a gym or if you opened up a restaurant or whatever your hobby or whatnot tends to be, if you did something pertaining to that, you would be spending a lot of money. And you would be spending a lot of time. If you opened up a restaurant, you have to invite people. You have to get out there and make sure that you have a good product, that people are having a good experience, that you have the right waiters, that you train them, that you train the staff, that you train the cooks, that everybody is working together, that's a cohesive, like, moving towards this direction type of a thing. Same thing with the gym, right? So that's what you do. You make sure that your customers are satisfied. You're reaching out so that you have customers. You reach out in ways, not just through word of mouth sometimes, but you probably put flyers at houses if you're trying to, or do a direct mailing or something like that if you're trying to get customers into your restaurant or customers into your gym. I used to manage a gym that was a brand new gym when I lived back east. So we started from scratch, and it was hard getting people to come over, and we had to do a lot of work. And so with that being said, when you open up a business like that, you're investing a lot of money and a lot of time before you see any kind of return. And so with this, I think people don't take it as seriously because we don't invest a lot of money. Now, you do have to invest time if you want to see a return, and that's where it comes into play. You can have a successful business by having a productive power hour, right? We have a list in our team page underneath the file section that's entitled Power Hour To-Do List. And so if you look at this power hour and use it, being intentional and making sure that you're not messing around and scrolling through Facebook and everything else, this will get it done. And then if you stay consistent with this and you do this over time, you fill out your business activity tracker and you see, okay, I'm making these connections, okay, I'm inviting these people, okay, I'm following up with all these people, I'm doing all the things that I need to do on a daily, consistent basis, then you will see your numbers start to climb, and you will see that you're building your business, and that is how it works. So how do we do that? How do we create the time to be able to do that? I'm sure you've heard this before, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail, right? So take the time out. You've heard of the 30-10 plan before, where you take 30 minutes on the weekend and 10 minutes daily to take time out to plan your week. That's what I am recommending that you guys do. At the very least, you can cut it in half and take 15 minutes even on your weekends to plan out your week, and 5 minutes daily to make sure that you're getting the tasks that you need to get done. But take that time to plan out your plan of attack. If the Power Hour to-do list is overwhelming to you and you feel like you can't get it all in, I know that my approach personally, when I first started, it seemed to be I would get this spaghetti brain and I would go crazy because I'd feel like, oh, I have to invite, and then I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do that, and blah, 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 and it just overwhelmed me. So for me, a good thing that worked was I took my to-do list, my Power Hour to-do list, and I cut it up into days, and I suggested this to a coach today, that if it's overwhelming to you, then take it and make 2 days out of the week your inviting days, and make 2 days out of the week your connecting and friending days. Make 2 days out of the week your following up days, and then you're doing your little bit of personal development every day, you're getting your workout in every day, you're drinking your Shaco every day, and then you're getting it done, right? So however it needs to work for you, make it work for you, but make sure you're getting the basics in So if you take time out to plan out your week ahead of time, to schedule in your workouts, to schedule in when you're going to do your power hour, if you have to wake up an hour early, if you have to do it during nap time, if you do it during your lunch break, if you do it an hour after everybody else in the house goes to bed, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. And that's when you're going to do it. And that's how you know you're moving towards success, is because you're willing to be intentional and to make the sacrifices that it takes in order to be successful. This is not some magic, here we go, let's just make it happen type of a thing. You do need to work at it in order to be successful. Do you have to work a lot? No. You can commit your power hour and do that. But you do have to be intentional and you have to be consistent. And I know that you guys can do this. I know that there is an hour in your day that you can find if you really want to. If you need to break it up into half hours, do so. But you can find an hour in your day. I guarantee it that you can find that, whether you've got 5 kids or you've got 10 roommates or you work 12 hours a day. If you want this bad enough, then you can do it. So go back to your why. Remind yourself why you're doing this, what you're trying to strive for, what you're reaching for. Let that help you get out of your comfort zone. Post a big fat picture of what you are aiming for and what you're trying to achieve right in front of your computer, right to the side of your computer, so that you see it every single time. So when you're tired, you look at that picture and you say, oh yeah. Or your vision board if you've made one. Look at your vision board when you feel like going to bed and you know that there's something else that you haven't done on your to-do list yet, then you get back and you go and you do that. And that's what's going to push you and keep you consistent. So a couple of tips as far as getting in your power hour. So I said plan it out, right? You plan out your week at one point on the weekend, and then take a few minutes daily and plan out and prioritize what you're going to do that day. Turn off your notifications on Facebook or whatever you happen to be on. Turn off your notifications on your phone. Turn it to silent so that way you don't get distracted. I know for me personally, I am like a total dog going like squirrel, 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 and all of a sudden an hour has gone by and I haven't accomplished anything because I had to answer this person because they just messaged me back about a challenge pack, and then this coach just texted me so I have to answer her, and then this person just did this, and then that person, and then I'm just like, wait, what was I supposed to do again? Oh, I forgot, I don't know. And then it's time to go tend to so-and-so or whoever else or my kids or whatever. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Stay focused. Be intentional. The most successful coaches are busy people, but because they see the opportunity and that they can really do something with this, they jump on it and they give it their all. So you guys are all capable of that as well. You're totally capable of being those top coaches. So be intentional, stay focused, be consistent, stop making excuses, and start focusing on your why and letting that motivate you and propel you forward. Last little blurb that I'm going to read to you. This is what I want you to be like this week and going forward, even beyond this week. It's, again, from that same book that I've been reading, and it is called Be Like an Ant. So I'm going to read this to you really quick, and then we'll be done. Have you ever watched ants? The little bugs are rather admirable. They have the ability to target exactly where they are going and find a way to get there. You can see them walk in a line towards their goal, but if you place a block between them and the goal, do they decide that this obstacle is too large to overcome and turn back? No. It doesn't matter what you try to do to block their path. They find a way. They will go over it, under it, or around it until they accomplish their mission. Ants are relentless and unstoppable. And that's the way networkers have to be. Pick your goal and then be like an ant. Determination is the common characteristic of all 7-figure earners in network marketing. Don't let the fake stories fool you. Every millionaire got there with dedicated work ethic. They put blinders on and kept their heads down and moved forward. Ants don't seem to get upset when you try and block their path. They don't even slow down. They just keep charging on until they succeed, and so can you. So develop an ant mentality. Nothing is going to stop you. All right, ants, I hope you have an awesome rest of the week. And remember that if you have any questions or you need any help, that I am here to help you, and the team is here for support, and so we can do this together. Have an awesome week.